The abandoned lighthouse alone with the storm. They say the sea never forgives. My grandfather was a sailor, and he left me 3 rules about the ocean. I didn't understand them until I found myself trapped in an abandoned lighthouse during a raging storm. Alone, surrounded by water and darkness. These rules became the only thing between me and the sea. Part 1: Arrival. The lighthouse stood at the edge of the rocks, beaten and scarred by time. Its windows were cracked, its walls bleeding with rust. But to me, it was shelter. Grandpa's rule number 1 was simple: never turn your back on the sea. Even inside the lighthouse, I kept my eyes on the waves. Because the moment you stop watching is the moment the sea takes you. Part 2: The storm builds. The second night, the storm arrived. Winds slammed against the tower, shaking it like a toy. Rain struck the glass like knives. The ocean roared, rising higher, clawing at the rocks below. Fear crawled inside me. Every crash of a wave sounded like the walls splitting apart. I wanted to run, but there was nowhere to go. That's when rule number 2 came to me: the light must never die. Even if no ship was coming, I climbed the stairs. I fueled the lamp, lit the fire, and watched the beam cut through the storm. And somehow, keeping the light alive kept me alive too. Part 3: The breaking point. By the 3rd day, exhaustion took hold. The storm never stopped. Sleep came in minutes, stolen between crashes of thunder. My food was running out, water leaking from the roof. I was ready to give up. But Grandpa's rule number 3 whispered in my head: fear is your anchor. Trust it. Fear told me the storm was worse than the lighthouse could bear. Fear told me I had to move higher, reinforce the tower, and guard the flame. Fear wasn't weakness. Fear was the voice that kept me alive. Part 4: The long night. The longest night of my life was on day 5. The storm howled so loud the walls shook like drums. Water crept under the door, flooding the floor. I clung to the lamp, whispering to myself, "Don't let the light die." Outside, the waves rose like monsters. But inside, I understood something. The lighthouse wasn't just shelter. It was a symbol. A reminder that even when everything around you collapses, one light can still shine. And if the light survived the night, so could I. Part 5: Reflection. When the storm finally broke, the ocean was calm again. But I wasn't the same. My grandfather's rules had saved me. Never turn your back on the sea. The light must never die. Fear is your anchor. These weren't just rules for the ocean. They were rules for life. Respect what can destroy you. Protect what gives you purpose. And never ignore fear. It may be the only thing keeping you alive. The lighthouse was abandoned when I found it, but when I left, it had taught me more about myself than I ever expected. Thank you for surviving this storm with me. If you believe in the wisdom of those who came before us and the lessons hidden in solitude, subscribe to this channel. And if you haven't yet, watch my first story, 30 Days Alone in the Wilderness. The rules of the forest are waiting for you.